47-year-old Porter's body found after a desperate call to 911. The entertainment world mourning her passing at only 47.
Kim died from pneumonia, but there's the first coroner's report that said that she died. It was ruled a homicide, and they found toxins in her body to prove that she had been poisoned. You know, they have poisons that create heart attack and pneumonia.
Kim knew why he was using the butt plugs. Kim probably told all that shit in her book.
For years, conspiracy rumors concerning Diddy's involvement in Kim Porter's death have circulated widely. Even Diddy's own daughters are now throwing fingers at him and questioning what truly happened to their mother. In an unusual turn of events, the twins' nanny filed a wrongful termination complaint against Puffy after Diddy fired her for becoming pregnant out of wedlock. We've got all the details, so hold on tight because you're in for a wild ride. Diddy, the business billionaire, has been accused of being involved in the death of his ex-girlfriend and baby mama, Kim Porter. P. Diddy recently fired his girl's babysitter, with whom they had a close relationship, to safeguard their identities. The sources came forward anonymously by emailing a YouTuber. The following is the text of the explosive email.
Twin girls having questions about the passing of their mother. So to make a long story short, they don't believe their mother passed away.
The email even stated the cause for the nanny's dismissal. It appears that the twins and the nanny were investigating Kim's murder when Diddy panicked and fired the nanny.
And when Diddy found out that the nanny was digging for information by questioning the twins about anything that stood out to them that was strange leading up to their mother's passing, they implicated that Diddy seemed a bit more on.
As you may have heard, Diddy fired the nanny because he was concerned they would discover the truth about his ex's death. To top it all off, the public believes Diddy had a hand in Kim's death in some way. I will never believe Kim died from pneumonia. I don't know how Diddy is responsible, but I bet he is in one way or another. I hope the twins never stop asking questions until they get the answers they deserve. Another added, I knew it was more to that nanny getting fired. The truth is slowly but surely coming out. Those girls have probably seen some things online about Diddy's involvement in their mother's passing. They're old enough to know what's going on now. Jane Rose sued the father for wrongful termination. It was also revealed that the nanny was the deceased model's niece. Rowe is suing Combs, TriStar Sports, and others in legal documents obtained by TMZ, claiming she was fired in 2020 after learning she was pregnant and requesting maternity leave. Rowe claims she was employed as a full-time nanny for Diddy's twin girls, Delilah Star Combs and Jesse James Combs, following the untimely death of their mother, Kim Porter, in November 2018. The legal representation explained that she was fired because she was pregnant and unmarried, which set a poor example for his kids. That's a lot of money for someone who has never married and has fathered all 7 of his children. Furthermore, in an interview with TMZ, a spokeswoman for Bad Boy Records refuted all of the nanny's allegations. This lawsuit is a meritless shakedown to extort money from Mr. Combs. Raven is not the niece of Kim Porter as she falsely alleges, nor is there any legal basis for this case to be filed under the anonymity as a Jane Doe. Her babysitting services were always intended to be temporary, especially since the girls were getting older and spending most of the day at school. In fact, Raven's transition out of her role was planned and agreed to by her long before she even mentioned that she was pregnant. Mr. Combs will take swift and immediate action to protect his family against these false claims. Moreover, as you may have heard, they purposefully revealed the nanny's real identity, Raven. Fans feel that these incidents are just the beginning because the twins will continue to develop and probe, putting Diddy in serious trouble.
His daughter's about to get older, and they're gonna despise him for the way he treated them. They're gonna despise. They're gonna treat him real bad, and then who tell how it's gonna turn out? So, P. Diddy in trouble, man.
It appears that Diddy is becoming increasingly restless and is doing inconceivable things behind the scenes. Remember the original coroner's report, which delayed determining the cause of death because poisons were discovered in Kim's body.
And they found toxins in her body to prove that she had been poisoned. You know, they have poisons that create heart attack and pneumonia-like symptoms.
Well, the first autopsy officer appears to have vanished after the results were made public. According to sources, the first Hollywood coroner was named Ed Winter, and now it has been revealed that the officer has died. Ed appears to have been compelled to take a back seat in Kim Porter's case because he was not pushing the narrative, and the higher-ups needed to be pushed. Some followers even speculate, I figure something happened to him. SMH, you all know why the higher-ups won't let the cat out of the bag yet, right? Y'all know who is still that gatekeeper. And don't forget Jaguar Wright's conclusion about the deaths of all the old Uptown Records members.
You know what they all had in common though? The survivors and the late of Uptown Records. They were all writing tell-all.
It certainly makes more sense than the phony tributes he gave to Kim. Even Gene Deal stated that Diddy is used to generating money off of other people's names, whether they are dead or alive.
What they feel, you gotta look at the dude actions, man. Everything that he thought that could get to the people's heart, he put up there in that show.
Furthermore, the In Day Club rapper shared his thoughts on Diddy's destructive personality.
Look, Puffy might be the destination for anybody going nowhere.
He's not wrong. Y'all are fucked.
Nobody survived.
You all are fucked.
Look at it.
Yeah. Please, people, help me help you. Who's first?
To return to the issue in question, Kim Porter contacted her doctor while she was quite ill, but she never received a response. According to an anonymous source, the doctor was on Diddy's payroll and denied ever receiving a call from Kim. According to sources, after waiting in vain for the doctor to contact her, she discussed her situation with her girl's father, who sent her to another doctor of his choice. And, as you are well aware, they did not save her. But shockingly, Kim had an inkling of what was going on, so she supposedly sent a group text to all her close friends saying, "He got me, but the phone was stolen by Diddy's security team when he arrived at Kim's house after she died." You're probably wondering why Diddy would go after Kim. You may recall that Kim was working on a tell-all book that vanished after she died. Gene believes that was the main cause of her death because Diddy's secrets must have been revealed in the book.
Kim probably told all that shit in her book. You understand? That up and got missing the day she died.
And the fans are right beside Gene on that one. Kim Porter had videos, texts, phone recordings, witness testimony of Diddy being gay. She was in the middle of writing a tell-all book before her passing. Diddy was terrified on a daily basis because he was losing control over Kim, and he knew she had all of his tea. But the fact remains that Diddy wields far too much power in the industry. An inconspicuous informant claimed that Diddy has effectively halted Kim's book from seeing the light of day. According to them, he filed lawsuits against the parties because they feature details about his shady dealings.
Just wanted to let you know that Sean has put the clamps on Kim Porter's book from making it to the shelves. Yeah, he didn't put the pressure on all the parties that were involved in the process.
I'll be sure, Kim Porter's ex-boyfriend and the father of her eldest son stated in a now-deleted post that Porter was running from something previous to her death and advised her to contact the FBI for assistance. She sent me this saying, "Life imitating art, art imitating life." Now it all makes sense. She told me other stuff too. She was running. I said call the hashtag FBI. And that's not all. Diddy is attempting to seize everything or any evidence that the parties have against him, including video footage, recordings, or any documents. If this does not reflect the rapper's genuine essence, I don't know what will. Yet, after Kim's death, Diddy has painstakingly played the role of a grieving darling. On the 4th anniversary of her passing, he commented on Instagram, "Every day, we celebrate you and thank God for blessing us with the time we shared together. Thank you for making me smile for a lifetime. You've made me a better father and a better man. I'm so grateful for all the moments, the memories, the laughs, and the love." Diddy had previously reflected on Kim Porter's passing during the premiere episode of Young Miami's Revolt podcast, Kersha Please. "At first, I cried for like 3 months straight," he admitted. "I would just be walking around crying, just like all the time. It hurt so bad. I just didn't. I was just not moving. I had isolated myself. It was rough. I really could not control crying. I would be anywhere, and any memory would just get me and really break me down. But as time went on and I had to deal with reality and really prayer and God. Talking to God is what got me through it. It's a tear-jerking, well-scripted response, but his actions do not match his words. That's all for now, folks. Goodbye until next time.